Hello everybody, it's Slushy and welcome back to another video. And today I'll be doing a review on Bill and Ted Face the Music. Okay, so I just want to say it outright. When this film came out, I didn't get a chance to see it, but I was really excited to see it. And ultimately, despite my excitement, it took me a good, 2 years to finally get around to watching it. And so finally, I got around to watching it. And I gotta say, being a fan of Bill and Ted 1 and 2, I gotta say this film definitely lived up to the hype. There's a lot of really cool scenes to be seen in here. I really enjoy seeing Bill and Ted back on the screen and stuff. It's just awesome to see those guys, period. I love the way that they threw the story in here. They added the kids, the wives and stuff. Bill and Ted's matured, or supposedly matured, just enough to get wives and kids. That's about it. Nothing else has changed. They're the same badass dudes from the 80s. But, Keanu Reeves, man, he's a national treasure. Alex Winter, he's fantastic in this film. I love him. He's always good in these Bill and Ted films. I don't really know him outside of this, besides The Lost Boys. He played one of the vampires in The Lost Boys. I know that much. I don't know what else he's done. But he's a pretty damn good actor as well. He's not going to get the same kind of recognition as Keanu Reeves, obviously, but he deserves recognition for sure. He's really good. And then of course William Sadler's death, he's back as well. This film is it's such a throwback. There's so much stuff. My feelings on this movie is so interesting. I was not in the right mindset per se when I watched this film for the first time ever. I was very, very tired and I had a lot of things going on mentally. I was just going through a little bit of a dry, like a bad kind of moment, whenever you're just not mentally there, and that went on for a long time, and this movie just felt really weird the first time I watched it, so I had to watch it a second time. The second time is whenever I actually watched it and was totally fine. It didn't have anything going on upstairs, or at least not nothing that was too major for me not to enjoy it. But the second time I watched it was actually whenever I was able to pick up on things, and I really dug the way that it literally feels like there wasn't any time in between Bill and Ted 2 and Bill and Ted Face the Music. I mean, obviously there is, but it's like it doesn't feel like so many years have passed since they made the last film. It feels like it just goes together so good. It's like peanut butter and jelly. It just smushes together. Total perfection. It doesn't feel like it's been 20 years since the last entry or 30 years since the last entry. It literally feels like you hear boom, 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 all three films. But no, there's been a 20, 30 year gap. So I don't know how they did that, but it's impressive. And I just got to say, man, the people who made Bill and Ted Face the Music, I know this film didn't necessarily get a lot of, it wasn't super popular, didn't make a shit ton of money. I don't even know if it made its budget back. I have no idea, because it was released around the time of the pandemic, so I'm not really sure if that is what caused it to not make as much money, or if this film just wouldn't have done good no matter what. I have no idea. But I know that it didn't make as much as you would expect, and I'm definitely surprised by that, because this film's fantastic. And, dude, I don't understand. I don't know what to say, except for the fact that Bill and Ted Face the Music is amazing, and I hope this warrants more sequels, although I highly doubt it, because of the fact that, again, this film didn't seem to perform too well, unless they're just going to go based off the streaming numbers. If the streaming numbers were good, sometimes studios will just say, you know what, if it was popular in streaming, that means people still have an interest in Bill and Ted, so maybe we should do a Bill and Ted TV series, or just do something smaller, that way we don't spend so much money, maybe decrease our budget, not have as much craziness going on, or special effects, or locations, decrease these certain things. That way we can limit how much money we're spending on a Bill and Ted movie. That way we can justify continuing this franchise. I don't know how they can do it, man, but I'm telling you one thing. Bill and Ted is extremely close to me. I remember watching these movies on TV. We used to have Dish, the TV network. I don't even know if that's still around anymore, Jesus. But we used to have that, and Bill and Ted was always on the DVR, and I was always watching Bill and Ted Bogus Journey. And I was such a fanboy, man. I loved it. I watched that movie a million times. I just love Bill and Ted. They're such awesome characters. It's they have such a good message behind them, too. In hindsight, it just seems like a stoner buddy comedy or something like that, I guess. But in actuality, there's a lot of deep messages lying within Bill and Ted. It's about, being friends with each other, everybody coming together, be nice, be friendly with each other, be excellent, dude. All that shit. It's like people can literally watch these movies while they are comedies and goofy comedies at that. You can watch these movies and come away with a really profound message that literally could definitely change your life. It sounds ridiculous, again, because it's a comedy, but seriously, there is deep messages to be had within the Bill and Ted universe. And it's honestly awesome. It's awesome to see because it's like it's a comedy. You wouldn't be taking it serious. And for the most part, you don't take it serious. But there are times when you could take it serious and be like, damn, that's a good message. I like that. I'm going to roll with that. And this is why I choose to be positive. It's not because of Bill and Ted that I choose to be positive all the time. It's just, it feels so much nicer to be friendly and to be happy and to be accepting and to be excellent to everybody in the world, even if they don't give you the same treatment back. There's just so many things to be had within the Bill and Ted universe. If you guys have not seen Bill and Ted and Bill and Ted 2, I know that's not their official titles, but if you guys haven't seen the first two, go watch them and then watch Bill and Ted Face the Music. This one's just as good. It's not better, it's not worse, it's just as good as the first two. So I would say it's right up there. Boom, boom, boom. It's a perfect trilogy, I just love it. Bill and Ted Face the Music, 10 out of 10, man. Perfect. Just like the other two films. I don't have any complaints. It's exactly what it needs to be, and it doesn't try to be more than what it has to be, and that's why it works so well. Because it doesn't try to be over complex. It doesn't try to outdo itself. It literally is a comedy movie about these guys going through future and past and all this stuff to to fulfill one mission, essentially. And I just love that. I love that. Trying to make the perfect song to bring the world together. That is a message you can live by. Obviously we actually can't do that. We're not, you're not going to get like fucking some music artist to go out there, make a song, and then all of a sudden there's world peace. Doesn't work like that, but it's a great message. And it honestly is not that far from the truth, because I feel like music provides people with an escape. I can tell you one thing from personal experiences. Music is actually one of the reasons why I'm actually alive today. I'll go into that story on some other day, like revealing personal things about myself. I don't really know how I could do that in a video, but either way, music is actually one of the reasons why I'm even alive today. So, thank you to music in the first place, and thank you to the creators behind Bill and Ted, including Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves, man. You guys rock. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. 10 out of 10 for Bill and Ted Face the Music, and 10 out of 10. I probably won't be doing reviews of the other two movies, but 10 out of 10 for each of those films as well. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit like if you did. Subscribe if you're not already. Hit the bell to get notified anytime I make a video or stream. Keep up to date on the channel. There's some crazy going on, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Party on, dudes.